I'm Drew Noggle. This is my daughter Fiona McGrath Noggle, and our other daughter is here, Catriona McGrath Noggle. I'm a pastor who has Welsh descent. My grandfather on my mother's side was Welsh. His family was from the Neath, and he settled in Slatington, Pennsylvania. Well, he was born there in 1882. On her grandmother's side, there was also the Roberts, and they were from North Wales, but English speaking in the Slate thing. Over the years, as I've done things, one, as a Presbyterian pastor, when people think of Presbyterians primarily as Scottish, I've always tried to share the worldwide, and I had started at a new church with the idea that we would lift up the Welsh hymn, which was familiar to Presbyterians but not always known as Welsh hymns. So we did a St. David's Festival, and all the people in the area decided that we should have a regular group of Welsh support, and we started that about 19 years ago in Rock Island, Illinois, Quad Cities, Davenport. And one of my other hobbies is British and American traditional dancing, and so I had a group where I've had the occasional Welsh dancers for years. And since we're a 3-hour drive, even though I wasn't able to get here for much more, we're here today. And this is our first thermometer. Okay. You didn't get to talk at all. Your dad, right?
Mark from Lake Mills, Wisconsin. I'm a librarian by profession, Welsh ancestry. My great-grandparents came from Denbighshire, and my great-uncle came from Montgomeryshire. His name is Richard Depew, and he was an architect builder here in Chicago Park area. My great-grandfather came from Cardiganshire, mid-1800s for both he and my great-great-grandfather. And I'm here because I enjoy all things Welsh.
I'm Phyllis Holman. I live in Maryland, or I did live in Maryland. And my husband discovered that he was 1/4 Welsh. And he became very involved with the Welsh choir in Delta, Pennsylvania. And he was very devoted, and he was very, very proud of his Welsh heritage. He became a trustee of the Welsh organization. He died this past year. It was very, very. His singing and the friends he made. Welsh people are pretty good.
I'm Renee Ganu from Aurora, Colorado, and we're here to learn a little bit about our Welsh heritage. My maternal grandmother was Welsh Irish, and we want to research some on where she was from and how she came over to the United States with her family.
Cheryl Mitchell, and I live in Hyattsville, Maryland. I'm originally from Ohio, though, northeastern Ohio. I've been going to the National Cymanfa, it's also called the North American Festival of Wales, but I've been going since 1986 without interruption. The first year I didn't know anybody, and I was kind of bored because they didn't have seminars, but the following year and from then on there's been seminars, and then I got to know everybody. It's like a reunion. I think you'll hear other people say this too. It's like a reunion of Welsh Americans and those who are into Welsh things. I'm really not Welsh by extraction. My mother was Italian, my dad was English, Irish, and German. But I fell in love with Wales in 1984 and struggled quite a bit to find out the local Welsh society and where the language courses were. And having found those things, I've had a field day with it. And I very often represent Wales at Celtic festivals and Scottish games. Doing dysgu Cymraeg ers 1980 ar cwrs Cymraeg unwaith es I Gymru I ddysgu cwrs Carlam yn Aberystwyth. Ges I lawer o hwyl, lawer o waith, hefyd dwi'n aelod o Cor Cymraeg Rehoboth, y cor ara cor mawr o'r enw Cor Cymru Gogledd America, ac mae nhw'n ymarfer y fori.